evening, folks, and welcome to Coming Attractions, a presentation of Garbage Theater where we pitch movies that stick. Oh, excuse me. Oh my God, I'm dying.
Okay.
Where we pitch the movies at stake for next week's contest, but rest assured, we didn't pick these movies to be enjoyable. I'm your host, Chase, with my co-hosts, Blake and John.
Yellow.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was. I just swallowed my tongue there for a second.
Choked on yourself.
So this week, it's going to be Blake versus John as we prepare for Garbage Theater Presents Rogue Strike.
Fuck.
We'll get to that. Who wants to go first? Who's got something great?
I'm really nervous because I'm afraid y'all might have seen the one that I'm gonna pick. I have a backup just in case, but I'll go ahead and say the title of mine just to get it out of the way.
Okay.
Okay. The title of the movie I'd like to pick is Silent Night, Deadly Night 2.
Oh, I haven't seen it. I know of it. I've seen a clip for sure.
Well, yeah, that's what drove me to it. Was I saw a clip, and I was like, I must find out what this movie is.
This is 2.
Yes, part 2.
This is the sequel. Okay.
Yeah. Which
so is the clip you saw the Garbage Day?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I've seen that clip, but I've never known what movie that was from.
Well, I saw it and I was like, okay, I have to find out what that is. And thank God y'all haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me get my notes on it now that it's safe because I was worried. But came out in 1987. It is an 88-minute horror thriller. I will read through summary. Got it. Which whoever wrote the summary, like I don't know if they wrote it. I guess they did write it to take it seriously, but anyway. The door of the mental hospital opens, releasing Ricky from its confines. He takes with him the terrifying memory of his brother Billy's death and the burning image of Mother Superior, the powerful figure that brought about his brother's violent demise. I'm not going to read through the whole thing because it's way too long. But anyway.
It sounds like it's just spelling out the movie.
Yeah, I don't want to go too much. But I'll just go to the end of the summary where it says, but prayers will do little for but prayers will do little for in the silent part of this night. Explain that, I don't know.
For in the silent part of this night?
That's what it says.
Okay.
Has a respectable, it is a 3.5 out of 10 on IMDb. Little notes about it. In the VHS version, there's a scene where the whole crew is visible in the scene. But they've edited it out as best as they can now, but still people's heads and booms are still visible in it, so that's something to look out for. This movie was actually made from a lot of footage from the first movie. They just wanted to extend the shelf life of it, and that's basically like the company came out and said it straight up. That's what they were trying to do. They had a better actor in mind for the lead role, but they didn't like the way he looked, so they went with this guy, and this is what you get.
They picked him out.
Huh?
They had a better actor in mind, but they didn't like how he looked?
Yeah.
Then why'd you pick him?
No, they picked the worst actor.
That's what I mean. They had someone better in mind, but they didn't like the way he looked.
Correct.
So why did they choose that guy as their first pick if they didn't like the way he looked?
Because he was the better actor.
Yeah.
No, apparently this guy does a lot of emoting with his eyebrows.
So he's professional.
Yeah. Had a budget of $100,000, but opening weekend it made $53,000, so that's not too bad. The one review I found on I thought was pretty funny because this is labeled as a horror/thriller. The one review I found that said this is the funniest movie I've ever seen.
Oh, good.
That's something to look forward to. coming out of this week.
Yeah, so, look, definitely the trailer makes it, you'll kind of get it's supposed to be serious, I think, but it's funny.
So it's a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas death movie.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I never, that's one that has been on my list for a long time, but I've never had the opportunity to see it.
Yeah, I know the clip.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's
great. I get to fill in the rest of the movie now.
We may get to see it.
Yeah,
possibly.
Yeah.
Fantastic. That's if Blake wins. Which
John,
you desperately need to not happen.
I know. I'm determined for that not to happen.
So what do you got?
All right. All right, motherfuckers.
Out for blood this week.
Yeah. I got a movie called Deadly Sin from the year 2000. It's 70 minutes long, and it's written and directed by Fred Carpenter. John Carpenter's less talented brother from Long Island.
Oh, I was about to make that same exact joke.
I was going to make a joke. Is that John Carpenter's less talented brother? Oh.
It's not. But he is.
Oh, never mind.
He got us, Blake.
It was an official selection of the 2000 Long Island International Film Expo.
Oh.
So, yeah. It's got awards and stuff.
It's fancy.
It stars Fred Carpenter, who, I don't like to make fun of the way people look.
Oh, you don't?
Typically, no. But my man kind of looks like a botched plastic surgery victim. And then his co-star... I thought I organized this stuff.
Apparently you didn't. You're too busy judging people by their looks.
Donna DiCiani, who is a Bikini.com model and avid wrestling fan.
Oh.
According to her IMDb page. And she's appeared on over 500 romance novel covers. So anyway,
that's interesting.
He cast this beautiful woman to be his wife in the movie. And he's this kind of weird looking guy.
So he pulled a Seagal in what you're saying.
Sort of, yeah. Although Seagal was kind of, he was a handsome dude back in the day.
I mean now Seagal.
Yeah.
He just wants to paw all over these women.
Right. So, let's see, what else? Oh, Fred Carpenter is I don't know, I haven't watched any of his movies, obviously, but he's still doing it. He's made 20 movies or something. In 2011, he directed a movie featuring William Forsythe, Armand Asante, and friend of the podcast, Eric Roberts.
Oh, Lord.
So he's out there doing it. Apparently, hopefully, they get better than this, because this is rough. So he kind of seems to like telling the same story over and over again. There's at least 3 of his movies that are about a New York detective trying to get revenge for somebody they know that got murdered. There's a movie called Jesse, a movie called Murdered Innocence, a movie called, and another one called The Night Never Sleeps. All of them about New York police trying to get revenge.
At first, whenever you said the first one was named Jesse, I was really hoping the other 2 was just random names. Yeah. First movie, Jesse. Second movie, Tommy. And third movie, I don't know.
So the synopsis for this one, and this is the, I think, official synopsis from the catalog of the Long Island International Film Expo. In the tradition of John Woo and Sam Peckinpah. Fucking bullshit. I don't know what he's talking about.
Can we already stop? Who's Peckinpah?
Oh, Peckinpah? He directed The Wild Bunch and The Getaway. He's awesome. Peckinpah's awesome.
Yeah, apparently so.
Anyway. Well, Peckinpah was a big influence on John Woo, actually. Like, all of his, like, gun battles and stuff, he was using, like, slow motion and stuff. And, like...
And birds?
No birds. Not the bird thing.
Oh, okay.
That's all Woo.
That's a Woo thing. That's Woo's spin on it.
Yeah.
Anytime a roundhouse kick happens, it spawns birds.
Deadly Sin is the story of a married undercover police detective, Lisa and Anthony Scaduto, who, when their cover is exposed, the mob crosses the line in retaliation and takes vengeance on their children.
Scaduto.
Oh no, the little Scaduto.
The young
That sounds like something you say to your kid when you're trying to shoo him away. All right, Scaduto, get out of here.
Not the little Skadoodles.
Not the Skadutos. So nobody's ever seen this movie before. This is
No one on Earth.
Nobody. This is a Garbage Theater world premiere.
Not even the esteemed panel of the Long Island Film Commission or whatever.
None of them watched it. It has no reviews on IMDb. It doesn't even have enough ratings on IMDb to have an average rating.
Sweet Jesus.
How do you find these things?
Dude, it's on Amazon. It's on Amazon.
Of course it is.
It's got like the most nondescript cover ever, so it's easy to just overlook, I think. But that's something, the movie has in common with our podcast right now. No reviews.
And I'm sad.
There's a single 1-star review on Amazon. And I'm gonna read the whole review because
John left the review.
I did preview a bit of the movie just to get a flavor for it, make sure it was, right for the podcast. But there's
not
no
pornography.
Exactly. And there's no trailer for it anywhere on the planet. So
Jesus Christ.
So this review is going to have to sort of serve as the trailer, I guess. So here we go. 2 gun battles are depicted in the first 6 minutes after the movie opens. The first gun battle is accompanied by the most god-awful music ever created, while the gun battle continues non-stop, while dancers continue dancing uninterrupted in the background, while the shooters continue shooting and killing 4 men as their girlfriends run away. It gets worse hereafter, as the audience is forced to suffer more of the god-awful music for another 4 minutes, as there is absolutely no dialogue during the first 4 minutes of the movie. The dialogue begins with the second gun battle. A stand-up comic, supposedly in a nightclub, introduces the first 2 killers who are on the stage to the second 2 killers who are supposedly in the audience. The killers in the audience are supposed to kill the killers on the stage for killing the first victims. The killers
all right, hold on. I'm already I have no clue what's going on.
This is not written. This isn't written well.
Who's on first?
Yeah.
The killers on the stage subsequently kill the killers in the audience who had been sent to kill them. 1 minute later, 1 minute later, or 7 minutes into the film, the audience learns that all the murder victims killed by the first killers are associated with Italian-style or type gangsters. And with that, there is no more to review as I quit watching the film.
Oh, man.
Signed the Long Island International Film Committee.
Yeah. Still the best one submitted to the expo, though.
Wow.
Jesus.
So yeah, it's pretty awful. I've watched a pretty good chunk of it, actually, just to be sure.
Well, since there's no trailers or anything, you're gonna have to pull some GIFs of some key points, something that we can put up.
Yeah, I'll find some stuff
for the announcement. But yeah, that sounds fantastic as well.
Well,
I'm glad we've got 2 movies that sound like at least a little bit of fun to watch this week.
I will say this. Me and John had something in common. we both had to check out movies to make sure that they weren't porn first. Because the movie that I was going to pick at first was a play on Paranormal Activity, but it was called Paranormal Whacktivity.
Okay, that should have been the giveaway right there.
You would think, but I was like, well, maybe it's just going to be funny. No. It failed miserably.
Oh, man.
Like, I looked up the trailer on YouTube, and like in the first 2 seconds, I was like, nope, that ain't going to fly.
Oh, Amazon.
This was on Netflix.
What's with all the porn, Amazon?
This was Netflix?
This was Netflix.
We haven't watched a Netflix movie in forever.
Well, because I was just watching Netflix, and it came up, and I was like, oh, that looks funny. And nope.
So what were you watching to suggest that?
Hey, now.
None of your business.
I was watching reruns of Dora the Explorer. Leave me alone.
Anybody have anything else to add to their picks this week?
I don't know. I'm excited either way, I guess.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be at least... I'm not terrified to watch either one of them.
Yeah. There's some stuff.
So I guess at this point, I guess that's a good thing.
There's definitely like a couple of scenes in this that I watched that like I was like, what the fuck? Like they're really funny. Really funny.
Well, that's a shame because we're never going to watch it.
Probably not. I don't know why I even bothered.
All that research is going to, what is it? Scamoochadoodle or whatever the people's last name is?
Skadoodle.
Yeah, I'm going to get totally skadoodled this week.
Yes. I don't know. You got a good chance because you got a good chance.
Yeah. Blake, just watched the movie, so.
Yeah, there's a lot to digest.
But that's for another time.
Yes.
So that's it, folks. The stakes have been raised, so be sure to tune in next week when we return with Garbage Theater Presents Rogue Strike. I'd like to thank everybody that's been listening. You can check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/Garbage Theater and on Twitter at @garbage_theater. John, I believe you've got something to announce that they can check us out on now.
I'm just running that Instagram now.
Yeah, we're on Instagram now.
It's going and everything.
I think the kids call it. I think the kids call it the gram.
Probably.
Oh, do they now?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't like that.
Should we be on Snapchat? Does the podcast have a penis that I can send to people?
It can. I mean, if that's what you really want, I can help
We
you.
need that official Garbage Theater penis so we can Snapchat people.
What to do?
I think Snapchat's evolved from dick pics to this. I think it's different now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We gotta put the like puppy faces on the podcast's penis.
I was about to say on the, yeah, not on a face.
But yeah, Instagram's going. I'm trying to update it like a few times a week. Try to keep the content different from the stuff on Facebook. So,
No,
fantastic.
Check it out, y'all.
That's cool.
maybe you should try harder on the show instead of trying so hard on the gram.
Tensions are high.
I'm just getting it in while I can. Because I still feel like I don't know. There's no way I'm in the lead. That's how I feel right now. Like it's.
You are still in the lead, though.
I know, it's just weird. Like at any moment, the rug's gonna get taken out from under me, where y'all are just gonna laugh and be like, "Ha, none of it was real." And
well, you still haven't had a double feature this season,
right?
So that can still happen.
Oh, that's gonna happen with Rogue Strike.
I know if it happens to you, you're going to refuse to watch the other movie, in which case you'll probably get no questions right again.
Right.
That'll probably be the doom. So
basically, if I'm ever tasked with a double feature, it means the end of the show.
Okay, so again, you can subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play, You can find us on iHeartRadio now. We'll see you next week to get this nonsense out of the way. Road Strike. See you then, folks.